Max Verstappen, the four-time Formula One world champion who has spent his entire career inside Formula One machinery, lines up fourth on the grid for his debut in one of the most brutal and unforgiving endurance races on the planet. 24 hours. The Green Hell. 161 cars. A 15.769-mile Nordschleife circuit that has claimed machinery and ambitions in equal measure across more than 5 decades of racing history. And heading into race start, the organizers just handed Verstappen's Mercedes-AMG GT3 a significant advantage. A post-qualifying balance of performance adjustment penalized the Lamborghinis on the front row and BMWs with additional weight, while leaving Verstappen's number 3 Mercedes-AMG completely unchanged. The race has not even started, and the picture at the front has already shifted in his favor. Today on F1 Race Report, we are breaking down the full Nürburgring 24 hours story. Why this race matters so much to Verstappen personally. How he and his teammates navigated the unique multi-stage qualifying format across 2 days, the BOP change that has altered the grid picture hours before the start, his biggest rivals, the concerns his entry has triggered, and exactly what it would mean for motorsport if the 4-time Formula One world champion wins his debut 24-hour race on one of the most demanding circuits ever built. Subscribe to F1 Race Report right now. Now, let us go. This is not a publicity stunt, and it is not a casual weekend out. This is the result of years of genuine intent. Verstappen has made no secret of his love of GT3 racing away from Formula One. He competed in the NLS4 qualifier in April, where he and teammate Lucas Auer raced around the Nordschleife building experience and data. He has undergone multiple test sessions at the circuit. He drove in darkness recently and described it as a genuine challenge, saying he could barely see. He has been methodical and serious in a way that makes clear this is not someone treating a 24-hour race as a bucket list tick. Sebastian Buemi, a 3-time Le Mans overall winner, told Racing News 365 that Verstappen has really been into GT3 for a long time and that it is not like he just turned up with no laps. He highlighted that unlike at Le Mans, where drivers cannot conduct significant testing at the Circuit de Sartène before race week, Verstappen has had every opportunity to learn the Nordschleife properly. That preparation advantage matters enormously at a track where knowledge of 73 corners across 15.769 miles is one of the most critical performance factors of the entire race. Thursday's qualifying sessions are used to set grid positions from 50th through to 161st, meaning leading teams treat them essentially as extended practice runs. Verstappen took to the track himself in the opening session and set a time of 8 minutes 18.539 seconds, logging a 9-minute lap on his very first flying run as he built his way into the circuit. By the end of Thursday's running, the number 3 Verstappen Racing Mercedes-AMG sat 3rd overall. Friday's top qualifying format is where real grid positions for the front of the field are decided. 3 knockout stages, top qualifying 1, 2, and 3, each requiring a different driver from the lineup, progressively setting the grid from the top down. Verstappen Racing began the decisive phase with Lucas Auer in top qualifying 1, successfully progressing into TQ2 by securing a position inside the top 20 required to advance. Verstappen himself took the wheel in top qualifying 2 and set a time of 8 minutes 11.614 seconds, finishing 6th and keeping the team in contention for the final shootout. It was teammate Donny Jancadella who delivered the car's best lap in top qualifying 3, clocking 8 minutes 12.000 seconds. That was 0.882 seconds behind pole sitter Luca Engstler in the number 84 Red Bull Team Apt Lamborghini. Lamborghini claimed a front-row lockout with Marco Mappelli's number 130 car second. Christopher Haas qualified the Audi in 3rd. Verstappen's team starts 4th. The balance of performance system in GT3 racing is used to equalize the performance of fundamentally different cars, from the Porsche with its rear-mounted flat 6 to the Audi's mid-mounted V10 to the Mercedes-AMG's front-mounted turbocharged V8. Following top qualifying, the ADC organizers introduced new adjustments for race day. Lamborghini and Porsche will each carry an additional 5 kilograms. BMW faces a larger increase of 10 kilograms. Mercedes-AMG, including Verstappen's number 3 car, receives no changes whatsoever. The numbers matter because of how weight affects performance across a 24-hour distance. BMW at 1,350 kilograms and Lamborghini at 1,335 kilograms are now both closer to the Mercedes-AMG's minimum weight of 1,335 kilograms, bringing them more in line and narrowing the relative gap in Verstappen's favor before the race even starts. Verstappen's teammate lineup is one of the strongest on the grid, sharing the number 3 Mercedes-AMG GT3 with Dani Juncadella, Jules Gounon, and Lucas Auer. Juncadella is a former DTM champion and experienced Nordschleife competitor. Gounon brings multiple GT3 race wins at this circuit. Auer adds DTM pedigree and additional circuit knowledge. Each of them has more 24-hour experience on the Nordschleife than Verstappen himself, and that combined expertise is one of the most important assets any team can carry into an overnight endurance race, where the unexpected becomes expected within hours. Verstappen's entry has triggered something the Nürburgring 24 Hours has never experienced before. In the race's history, for the first time, it is completely sold out. The organizers were forced to cancel his pre-race driver parade appearance and post-race meet-and-greet session for his own safety. The crowd response was simply too large to manage safely. Sky Sports F1 pundit Naomi Schief raised legitimate concerns, noting friends competing in the race themselves had flagged worries about increased crash risk from more cars on track and the strain on facilities from record crowd numbers. Those concerns are real. But the interest Verstappen has generated in GT3 racing and endurance motorsport is equally real. Every lap he turns tonight and tomorrow morning will be followed by an audience that has never previously watched this race. The question the motorsport world is asking today is simple. Can a 4-time Formula One world champion, in his very first 24-hour race on one of the most demanding circuits ever built, actually win? Verstappen Racing believes victory is possible if the Nordschleife takes care of them. The BOP has helped. The preparation has been thorough. The teammates are strong. The machinery is capable. And the man behind the wheel has never accepted finishing second as an outcome he is comfortable with, regardless of what series he is competing in. Drop your take in the comments. Do you think Verstappen can win his debut Nürburgring 24 Hours? And does this race change your view of his legacy beyond Formula One? Subscribe to F1 Race Report for this conversation every single week. Like the video, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you after the green hell.